The summer is moving along, and I hope you're having a good summer and enjoying all that summer brings along with this course. So in learning unit number 2, we're going to look at the A&P of emotions and emotional intelligence, and especially in nursing leadership. So as always, there are learning activities and outcomes, and you're going to see those right here. I'm not going to take the time to read these to you, but please do look through this, instead I'm just going to go over some of the activities that you're going to do this learning unit to assure that you're meeting these outcomes. And so you're watching this video, and along with the new readings about emotional intelligence, we are integrating some of what we've learned in other courses. For instance, bounded rationality. This is a really good concept for leaders to keep in mind. And I know we reviewed this probably briefly, but we did review this when you were in your health policy and politics course. And bounded rationality is the reality that rationality is limited. Human decision-making is influenced by emotions. It's influenced by fatigue, and it's also influenced by a constant lack of full information. And our time, we know our time is always limited. So in short, according to our author Short, decision makers are goal-oriented and adaptive, but because of our human cognitive and emotional architecture, they sometimes fail, occasionally in very important decisions. So read that over once or twice more to really take it fully in. But please know that our decision making is influenced by emotions. We know that, right? We know that, but oftentimes we don't think about it. That's part of our emotional intelligence. So that is bringing in some of what we learned even from health policy and politics. So the new content that we're looking at is chapters 2 and 11 in your textbook on emotional intelligence for nursing. So those are the 2 chapters that are the main reading assignment for this week. Fostering EI with your team, the short blog from Rose Sherman is here, 2 different formats, same thing. So PDF or a Word doc. So look through what the short blog offers us, and you know how I like Rose Sherman's blog. Then there's a leadership and EI evidence-based care sheet. So look through this. You're going to need to really focus on the how-to section of it. I'm not going to open it right now, but it starts with I'm sorry, not how to, but what we know. What do we know about leadership and evidence or emotional intelligence? Then before we do the notice and ease tool, I want to take us back to our resilience course, and including looking through and remembering the different emotions that we have. So you can make this bigger when you're looking at it. But remembering that the basic emotions are love, joy, surprise, anger, sadness, fear, and disgust. But love also includes the emotion of sympathy, empathy, gratitude, trustfulness. So looking through it at many of these human emotions, including frustration. We're looking at a lot of the negative emotions this week that we encounter in our work as nursing leaders. But you're going to see how we need to name our emotions for the next assignment. And that's again coming back to resiliency, where we did our heart rate variability biofeedback, where, you can pull that back out. That's always nice to, use and continue on with that practice. But what I'm asking you here is to just listen to a 4-minute audio recording from HeartMath Institute. It's on the Notice and Ease tool. You can look at the slides as well. It's a link to a website, so you'll get right to the audio, but you can look at those slides as well. They're very simple and clear. So we remember our heart rate variability biofeedback practice. We remember the storytelling, the importance of storytelling and resilience, and completing our StoryCorps interview. So here is a practice that we're going to review just on being aware of our feelings, naming those feelings, and then with a gentle heart focus, relaxing as you breathe and ease the feeling out. So it's just a very short tool that can be used multiple times during a work day and multiple times just in our daily lives. So for discussion board 2, we're going to, we had really focused on change resistance, group consensus, and conflict management, and how EI abilities can be used by nurse leaders for these 3 issues. We did that by reading chapter 11. We also read about the anatomy and physiology of emotions and emotional intelligence in our nursing leadership. So for this discussion board, boy, it's really much easier if you read it when you click on. For this discussion board, I want you to elaborate on how you, as a nurse leader, will develop your EI abilities in order to develop expertise in one of these 3, either change resistance, group consensus, or conflict management. While you're answering this question, also use the what we know from the evidence-based care sheet that is part of your readings this week, information from that HeartMath audio, and the information from the article Fostering EI in Our Teams. Use those 3 sources to support your post. You don't have to get another additional source. If you do, that's great, but that's not required. And this week, no replies are required. I do ask that you post by Friday, as we usually do, because I'm hoping and probably thinking that you will read at least one of your colleagues' posts. So let's get them up by Friday, and that would be excellent. So have a great week, and as always, you're completing your hours for your clinical practicum. If they're already done, wonderful. Make sure that you, if your hours are done, make sure that you've completed your student feedback form and that the preceptor feedback form was completed as well. Please make sure that your preceptor has done that. If not, you're going to do that at the end, and also get out and enjoy some of that sunshine and family and friends. Thank you.